I networked my brains out. And there's a huge international community in Tokyo, I discovered. I was reading the want ads and I saw an ad for teaching English in Japan. I said, oh, I speak English. I've never been to Japan. I'll check it out. So I interviewed and I got hired, but I had to leave in 3 weeks. I knew nothing about Japan. I had no energy, interest, or time to do any research. I landed in Japan, assuming my financial background would be sought after. I was so wrong. I was shunned. And there I was in a foreign country, did not speak the language, did not know anybody. But here's the tip that got me through. I networked my brains out. And there's a huge international community in Tokyo, I discovered. And so I started meeting as many people as I could, asked a lot of questions. But in the meantime, I couldn't find a place to live. I would go to a rental agency and they'd take one look at me and they'd go, Gaijin, no. I learned real fast Gaijin meant foreigner. Additionally, I learned I was not only foreign, but I was a middle-aged white woman. Why would she be coming to our country by herself? Oh, she's strange. She's trouble. Nobody would rent anything to me, any place. So I went to the Episcopal Church, was an English-speaking church. And at coffee hour, I started asking around if anybody, because the corporate people from the U.S. all had huge fancy condos with maids' rooms. And I said, does anybody have a maid's room they would rent to me with a bath? At one point, the minister said, Sheila, come see me at the end of the week. I might have an idea. He said, well, I might have something for you down the hall here. I said, here in the church? He said, well, just come look. He takes me down there. It's a 10 by 10 room with a tatami mat floor. That's a straw floor. The hole in the floor as a toilet. And a small sink and small shower. Well, the secretary had lived there before, the church secretary, and she left. I took it. It was $19.90. It was $900, but I was so desperate. I lived in that church for 7 years, all by myself, right next to the choir room. I was a church mouse. You just got to ask questions and ask everybody and network your brains out. So I identified a need in Japan that I could fill. The Japanese executives wanted to learn public speaking and conducting efficient meetings in English. So I started a business and it was my 4th and most successful career.